Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Combs Design here in our Sketchup series. In the first 4 episodes, we covered the 6 most essential tools, in my opinion, for SketchUp. In the last episode, we designed some basic cabinetry using just those 6 tools. From here on out, I'm going to assume that you know those 6 tools well, and I'm not going to talk about them as in depth as we did in the first 4 episodes. From here on out, we're going to be looking at new tools each week and really diving into the additional features in SketchUp now that we know the basics. Let's jump right in. Today we're going to be learning about the Protractor, and I will show you how it relates to this piece right here that I'm working on. This is a TV console entertainment center type piece, and you'll notice that the shape here is not rectangular. We have an angle at each of these corners. And up until this point, we haven't learned about any tools where we can accurately make these angles. So let's jump into a new blank template in SketchUp, and I'll show you how to quickly and easily use the Protractor. All right, here we are in our new file. First thing I'm going to do, delete our girl here. And for the example, we are going to say the body of this cabinet is going to be 2 feet tall, and the top panel is going to be 4 feet wide. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a line 24 inches. I will pull this across on the red axis 48 inches. And I'll go ahead and get rid of this first line. Now there is no shortcut or keyboard shortcut for the Protractor tool. I'll show you how we get there. We take our mouse, we go over to the tape measure, click, go down here to Protractor, and there is a fitting icon of a protractor. We click, and now we have our tool. And you can see which axis this is running along by what color it is. So right now, we're on our green and we are flat against that green axis. If we rotate a little bit, go back to the protractor, you can see it will snap to different axes, right? So what we'll do is we'll orbit back around. And do not get this confused with the rotate tool. They look very similar. So what we're going to do is we're going to click our point where we want our angle to start. And now we have a line. This line is what I like to call the reference line. This is what you're going to pull the angle off of. So we'll pull this down 90 degrees, click, and then now we have our guideline that we can place. And if you look in the bottom right, you can see we can once again define a measurement. Let's say we want this to be 7.5 degrees. I can pull this in the direction that I want, type 7.5, and hit enter. Then I can take the tool, still selected, come over to my other side, click, pull down for my reference, click, and then I can have my guideline. Once again, I'm going to pull it in the direction I want. And SketchUp is smart enough to know that once you start pulling in a certain direction and then define that direction, that's going to be the positive angle. Traditionally, left would be negative and right would be positive, but SketchUp knows if I start pulling this way and type in 7.5, that's where I want my angle. Now what I'll do is I'll hit L for my line tool, and I can just run a line along my guide, come here across the bottom, come back up, and I have this face. I can select these guidelines and delete them, and we are left with this trapezoidal face. Now the way that I like to turn this into a piece of furniture is by using the tape measure. I'll hit T, and I can do my click and drag here. Let's just say I want that to be 1 inch. I can click and drag all the way around. And if you're watching me use any of these tools and you're not quite sure what I'm doing, check out the first 4 videos in this SketchUp series, and that will really enlighten you on what all I'm doing quickly without explaining. Back at my line tool, I can connect all these points, or all these intersections rather. I can delete this center face. I can delete all of these guides. I use my orbit tool to pull around to the back. Use my push-pull tool to select that face and pull it out. We'll say 18 inches. And just like that, you have a trapezoidal carcass to a piece of furniture. I hope this gave you a good idea on how to use the Protractor tool in SketchUp. Stick around for more videos and hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you can stick around for future videos here on Combs Design. I will catch you guys on the next one.